Lovely. So let's take the shoulders down and just nice and easy, come on over. And then up, straighten the leg. Nice and easy, come on over. And 3. For 4, bend the knee, straighten as you come up. 2 more. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And then the other side. So again, just reach into that. Try and pull the shoulder blades together. Take it up this time. And then down. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And then come back. I've got a sore shoulder, guys. We've moved the bed into a different position and I forgot, and in the middle of the night fell. And then just gently into a half roll back. So just keep your head slightly elevated, Lorraine. Don't kind of look down if that makes you feel a bit dizzy. And then again, just hold the stretch. Push into the heels to bring yourself back up to standing position. Well done. And then just come into, I've got my trainers on, sorry. Just take it, my feet are cold. And then just don't come up onto ball of the feet just yet. Just see how the shoulders feel. Yeah, it was a real, what was that programme used to be called, guys? Candid Camera or something? Yeah, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I literally went to climb back on the bed and it wasn't there because we've just decorated and moved it. So yeah, I've got a slight shoulder problem at the minute. And 3, which my sons found highly hilarious. And 2, I can't even blame the wine on it. And 1, good. And then just circle for 4, nice and slow. Whoa. For 3, and just start gently drawing up through the pelvic ball. So that little kind of engagement of the pelvic floor muscle. And the other side, I think I did 5 then, not 4, didn't I? 5. Try and do a big inhale as you take your arm round. Exhale the other way. Beautiful, well done. And then into parallel. So these are for Debs, who's very naughty and doesn't always do a physio. And then pull it and just hold. And then back. Try and keep length through the crown of the head. Pull in. Hold. And back. And again. Last one. And well done. And then let's start doing a little bit of strength work through the legs. So slide your shoulders up round your ears, round and down. And then try and keep them there, even when you bring your arms up into a calf raise. And 2. And 3. 4. 5. Let's do 10. So 5 more. 5. 4. Hi Serena, she's not on. She's really missing Wednesday. I think she's going to try and change her days after Christmas. And then into a nice deep squat on the next one. Down for 10. Again, keep the chest elevated. For 9. Core in. For 8. For 7. Why couldn't we have had this weather on Christmas Day? It's supposed to be warming up next week. We need it cold at Christmas. And 4 more. 4. 3, 2, and 1. And then let's do a little combo of that. So we're going to go up for 1 and down for 1. And up for 2 and down. For 3, I didn't hear from Sandra and Jax. Maybe I haven't looked. Is Jack in the bottom corner? Hi, Owen, is that Sandra or Jax? Sorry, you've got something over your face, Jax, on my screen, that's all. And 4. And 3. Oh, I wonder if Sandra's nursing a little bit of a hangover because it was David's birthday last night. And well done. And then we're just going to come out and back to centre. Out, back to centre. And 3. and 4. So talking about resetting, we'll keep the heart rate just moving a little bit now. Get us all a bit warmer. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And then come into a deep squat. So we're going to come into a deep squat and then walk it forward, down and back. Down. Debs' husband, Raf, not watches us, but he's sometimes in the house when we do a session on a Monday morning. I think he thinks we just talk. Which we don't. We move as well. We can do both. And 4. For 3. 2. And 1. Got to earn that Kit Kat, you know. And then just into this position again. So pull the shoulder blades together. Yeah, and lift. Yeah, I can hardly get this right one back. Oh, God. Just shows you though, I really did fall big time off the bed. Well, I don't even think I think I just missed it completely. And I thought, thank God my shoulder muscles are strong, because I think I'd have probably what a klutz. And 3, and 2, and 1. Well done, good work. Okay, come into that lovely wide position. Make sure that you don't start coming down without taking the hips backwards. So take the hips backwards, and again, Lorraine, just kind of keep your head looking forward, babe. I sometimes doing this one. I don't always look down towards the foot. That can make you feel a little bit dizzy. So again, for 5, for 4, just into those hamstrings. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. The other side, and 10. Notice if one side's a little bit tighter than the other. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let's bring them back together. Let's just do a little bit of joint. Keep them joints nice and healthy, so they can get super, super stiff, certainly when it's cold outside. So shoulders down. Do exactly with the hip what you are doing with the shoulder. Circling. Nice big circles. And 4. 2 more that direction. 2. And 1. Circle back the other way. And so just bend at the elbow. 3, 4, 2, and 1. Well done. Let's go to that other side. So again, so that's the hip movement. Do the same with the shoulder. Both exactly the same joints, shoulder and hip. Which is why when you think of all the actions that the hip and the shoulder do, and if you think about injuries, tend to be they're a hip, shoulder based. So we need to do some strength work with them as well, which we're going to do in a sec. And 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then just soften your knees, and all I want you to do is kind of put your hands on your thighs and just have a little circle. So just like this, circle round, circle, circle, circle 2, and 1. Circle back the other way for 6, for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. So let's do a little bit more now, sort of strength work. So just through the hip first, so, and the knee. So we're just going to lift it up for 8, lift it for 7, for 6. I can't stop smiling after my Saturday night out because my friend were Irish dancing at the end. It was so funny to the pogues. And 2, and hold it up and take it out and bend. So notice now the knee is just literally, the knee just is a hinge joint, it just flexes and extends. 4, 3, then take it to the side, into that abduction. Transfer your weight slightly to one side. Draw the belly in and lift. Try not to touch the floor if you can. If you've got a headache, sometimes balance can be a bit tricky. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, just pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done, good work. See if you can just take a little stretch. Grab hold of a wall by all means for this. Don't compromise the stretch for balance. She says wobbling all over. Guys, next week, let me know. I'm happy to do a class next Wednesday. I was thinking of probably finishing Wednesday, just having Thursday, Friday off, but I might even do my Friday morning class, we'll see. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. So just hold again, transfer to the other side and lift. And lift. And 3 and 4. Thanks for my Bailey's Debs. Mason's eyes lit up when he saw it. And 2 and hold. And then, do you know, at the weekend, Martin loves Christmas. Well, I quite like Christmas pudding. And we had some Christmas pudding with Bailey's salted caramel Bailey's. Cover your ears, Lorraine. I know you haven't got a sweet tooth, babe. It should be illegal. And the other side, and then just transfer and then lift. And lift. Whoop. And 3 and 4. Hi, Decibel, running across the screen. And 4 more. 4, 3. I've got a hair in my mouth. Ooh. And then pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Good work. Just stretch them quads out. Just tuck the tailbone a little bit. Hold on to something if you need. Beautiful, well done. Let's just stretch the calf before we do another balance. So again, just take the heel into the mat. Push that heel down. Feel that stretch. Hold. And the other side, again, push the heel down. Well done, beautiful. Okay, let's take it into another balance and a rotation. And what I want you to do is, if you feel like your balance is not great, so if you've got a cold or anything, sometimes balance can be tough. So once you take it into this position, if you feel like you're rocking, just bring the feet together, because I want to do a rotation of the spine as well. And let's just take our hands into prayer position. And while we're here, say a silent prayer for all those poor parents who've lost the children in that solihull. It's absolutely devastating. So just push in, shoulders down, and just take a rotation. And then back to centre. Not easy. And again, so like I said, don't worry if you can't do this one. And then back. And then try and create a stretch in the pectorals. So don't let the shoulders hike up. You can do that and then just slide them down, retracting a little bit through the shoulder blades, and then just gently round. Just notice how much of a rotation you've got, but don't over push it. And again, the other way. Definitely harder for me to go left on a rotation than right. And then again. Beautiful. Last one. And then again, come back into that position. Either just hold it, drawing the belly in, or if you want, you can try and close your eyes. Ooh, last one. Gently open. Not easy, that one. And again, let's come to the other side. So again, just make sure you're not feeling dizzy at all. If you are, then just bring the feet together. Slide the shoulder blades together, draw the navel in, and just gently again rotate. Remember, the spine can rotate, it can flex forward, extend back, and do a lateral as well. So we want to try and keep it moving. And again, back to centre. So kind of let the core help you. Drawing the belly in, shoulders down. The abdominal muscles help us rotate. Back to centre. The other way. And then back. And then again, just clasp your hands and pull your shoulder blades down. And then again, either just hold there or gently close. And open. Good, well done. And then let's just do a really lovely bit of flexion as well. So just now take one foot in front of the other. The leg that's in front, take the hand up high and grab the hand on that wrist, can't speak, can I? And then come over. And again, take a view. Try not to kind of do that. It feels quite nice when you come forward. You do get a bit of a stretch through the upper thoracic, but we're just trying to do the lateral side of the body. Take a breath in. And out. Nice deep breaths. Try and do in for 5. Out for 6. In for 5. Out for 6. And gently back, just a couple of big circles. Beautiful. And then soften the front knee, and again, hips backwards, and just again, you can always keep your gaze forward, you know, you don't have to bring it to the floor if kind of taking the gaze down. Oh, I did hit this morning, so I can really feel that almost further up than my hamstrings, almost up to the kind of SI joint, you know, near the dimples on your lower back. And then gently up. Felt good. Well done. And then the other side. So again, take your arm up nice and high and just grab the wrist, and again, just over. And just notice how different it feels when you're not rounding. When you round, you feel it a little bit more through the upper thoracic, whereas when you're just coming over, it's more down the lats. So take a breath in and out. And in. And out. Last one, breath in. And softly back to centre. And again, bend that knee. Take the hips back and the weight forward, and just gently start coming down towards the floor. Again, letting the head go if you want or not. And just take some deep breaths in for 5, out for 6. In for 5. Out for 6. Last one, in for 5. Out for 6. Then a nice in breath. And softly up. I'm always tired after hit. And then just have a nice little stretch of the, sorry, my brow's playing up. Nice little pelvic circle. And then again, so just notice what the pelvic does. It's like a circle. Yeah, it goes east to west, north to south. And then again. and it just feels really good. 2 and 1. Brilliant. So let's lift a couple of weights, guys, just to keep the shoulder girdle stronger. We won't go too crazy today. So just grab your weights. We're just going to... Let's do them unilateral, guys. So let's do them one at a time, just to give you an idea. I'm be interested to see how this is usually my strong side, but it's bothering me a bit at the minute. So, due to my spectacular fall that bit. Okay, so keep your shoulders nice and down. Try and retract your shoulder blades a bit. And because this side feels a bit stronger today, I'm going to go through my stronger side. And then lower. And again. And lower. Good. And again, sometimes it's only when you do certain moves you're like, everything feels good. This one particularly doesn't, or whatever. And 4. Good. So try and have that same level of control on the way down as on the way up. If you've ever watched people do weights in a gym, you often hear it like clattering, don't you, on the way down. And then take your arms out and then just take it up. Look, you see, I've automatically led on my right, because I do. And again. So kind of just like come past. Again. Perfect. So just into front raise. And 2. And 1. And then just take it like this position, just move it backwards. Be careful, Debs, with this one, babe. You might want to just go back into abduction. See how it feels. What's nice about this, particular for my left side, which is usually my weak one, it just feels like it's opening up the chest a bit as well, because obviously you're working the muscles at the back. Yeah, your traps more and your triceps. And 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then straight into first position, into your dumb waiter. So again, keep the ribs down. So really push the rib cage down. Don't let the elbows come away from, and then close. And again. And close. And 3. Yeah, so when you can't see this top because it's baggy, but don't push out like that. Yeah, so keep everything. It's just your shoulders that are moving. And again for 8, for 7, for 6, 5, good, 4, 3, won't do too many ways, because like I say, if you've got a bit of a headache and sometimes the neck can feel a bit tender, weights will, they're good for strength, but they will exacerbate it a bit. So just slide the shoulder blades down, and then we're just going to come up onto the balls of our feet as we take it up. So the palms are together, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Well done. And then into a lunge. If you want, you can just do your arm movements like this. You don't have to do the lunge. Yeah, if you're doing a lunge, take the weight slightly forwards, take it up. For 2, for 3, for 4, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Well done. The other side. So again, down. So you can either take palms up to ceiling or add them in, like this position. Feels quite nice. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. We're just going to leave it there with the weights. So again, I just want you to clasp your hands and just pull your shoulder blades together, sending your fingers kind of pushing them down towards the feet, creating that lovely opening of the chest. And you might feel like you're a little bit tender through the joint area. Just hold, pushing down. Try and keep that position and then just take right ear to shoulder. Again, go easy, Lorraine. And left. Oh, that really cracked then. Right, left, right. I swear I never used to be clumsy in that. Beautiful, well done. Just give your hands a little bit, just in and out like that, in and out. Good. And then take the hands, so take the palms so they're facing you. And then if you look at your ring finger, or if you've not got a ring on, wear it next to your pinky. Take the ring finger to the palm, take the middle finger to the palm, the next finger, and then just bring your hands together and then back to centre. So pinky finger, middle, and then round. So you can do it quite fast to start with. And then just taking it that little bit slower, trying to bring your fingers into it. And then take your hand out and then just push it down and notice how tight. Sometimes when I massage people, I'll massage the hands and the forearms and they're always amazed at how tight they are through here. And then, oh, my hands are tight actually at the minute. Oh, probably because I fell on it. And then the other side, and then push. This one nowhere near. And then the other one. Sometimes I didn't break my wrist, guys. And then. So yeah, if you're decorating and you move your bed, remember that you've moved in. And then come down to the floor, guys, nice and easy. I can probably come a little bit further forward so you think today. Yeah, and just check that other foot, that other foot. Yeah. So, let's come straight onto our backs. And we'll stick with, just because we've got shoulder action that we've just been doing, we'll just do a little bit of neck work. So, just when you're laid on the floor, try not to see the back of the room. So, give your chin a little bit of an in, almost like you're making a bit of a double chin, and a bit of a chin to chest, and walk your fingertips away. Try and open up the collarbones, so really kind of lengthen through the collarbones. And then you can either lay like this or you can lay flat if you prefer. And we're just going to do some neck work. So just take the right ear to shoulder. And then back. And the left ear. It's so easy when you're in a bit of pain to stop moving, but you'll just find that the fascia gets stiffer and stiffer. And again. Good. Just side to side. Beautiful, well done. And just come back to centre. And then this time take your right arm up to ceiling. Let's do that little protraction and retraction. So keep the muscles working. Yeah, a lot of muscles insert into the scapula and the clavicle. And open down. Good, and then just take it down and then the other way, or you can imagine that you're grabbing an apple off of an imaginary tree and pulling it and keeping it down. You think if people who sat at computers all day with their rounded shoulder, the pectoral muscles become very kind of tight. Yeah, and 2 and 1. And then take your arms quite wide, again, a little chin to chest. And then just down. And for people who I've not seen for a while who are still doing my videos, I'm just going to send you a big happy Christmas. And again. So remember what we're doing when we're here. We're not bringing the ribs up and out with us. We're trying to keep the ribs connected onto the mat. And 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just bring them out to the side now. Turn the palms onto the floor and just bring them next to the hip. And then just keep them there. So all we're going to do now is literally find that perfect posture, guys. The pubic bone and hip bones are level, yeah, as is the belly button. So we're not tipping our hips higher than our pubic bone, and likewise we're not squishing the lower back into the mat. Sorry, you can't probably see in this, can you? So again, the hip bones are level. We're going to take we're going to take the hands underneath the head. We're going to interlink the fingers. Thumbs into the nape of our neck. Push the ribs in and down. Keep them there. Draw the navel away from that imaginary hot pole, or the pelvic floor in and up like it's stopping your wee in mid-flow. But obviously not too much. You still should be able to talk. And then we're just going to lift up. 1, 2, 3. And go down for 2. 1, 2. Lift. 1, 2, 3. Down for 2. 1, 2. Lift. 1, 2, 3. Down for 2. So you're almost just up in a chest lift all the time, letting the head be supported by the hands. And lift. Very small movement. Yeah, not a big movement. And again. So try not to squash the lower back as you come up. Try not to deepen that back space as you come down, or increase it, should I say. And again, let's go 8 more. 8, 7, 6. Guys, I've got to go about just after 20 past, just to pick my mum up for the cemetery. She always takes some wreaths to her mum. And dad. And lower. Well done. And then just bring your feet back into your base position. So not as close to the bum with the feet as you would if you're doing bridge, a little bit further away. Try and keep the length through the collarbones. And again, bring that right leg up to tabletop. Give your head a little bit of support with the cushion if you feel it needs it. Keep the core tight and bring the other leg up. We're going to keep head and shoulders down today. Chin towards the chest, draw the belly in, and just take it into your single leg stretch work. Nice and slow. Visualise all the time that tiny gap underneath the lower lumbar spine. The ribs are down. There's no movement in the back. Everything is coming from the core. Beautiful. Let's go for 10. One back. For 9. For 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Beautiful, well done. Take one foot down and the other. Take the soles of the feet together. Open up your chest and just lie in that lovely butterfly position. Just giving your knees a little bit of an up and down. And then try and walk the heels a little bit closer to the pubic bone. Again, just push down on those inner thigh muscles. And then I want you to bring the feet really wide of the mat. So wider of the mat. And then take your arms out to capital T. Internally rotate the foot that's nearest. So I'm going to rotate the one that's nearest to the camera. I'm going to take my foot, the hip, and I'm going to try and get my knee to the floor. Never quite touch, nearly down, never quite touches on my left side. And again, what you're aiming to do is just open up all this area here. Yeah? And then just hold. And back to centre and the other side. And notice if there's a difference. Right knee easily gets down, but left didn't. So take a breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. And again, inhale. Beautiful. Back to centre position. So we're going to do some bridges. We're just going to do 4 mobility bridges, and we're going to do a little bit of side leg, because I don't think we did any last week, as I remember. I'm not sure, could be wrong. Okay, so chin towards the chest, opening up through the collarbones. Take a breath in. So that little gap under the lumbar spine now, yeah, we're going to close it down as we go into imprint. We're going to keep our knees parallel if we can. Think about taking our spine away bone by bone, sending the knees and the shin bones forward. Take a beautiful, big, deep breath at the top. Inhale. Exhale down. Back to neutral. So try and get rid of all your exhale as you bring it into an inhale now. Up. Hold at the top. Big breath in through the nose. Out breath down. Beautiful. Breath in. Exhale back into imprint, up into bridge, peeling the spine away, bone by bone, sending. So you've got this nice kind of flat where the hip bones are level, tucking the tailbone under. Take a beautiful breath in at the top. Out breath, lower back down, bone by bone. Debs, I had your card yesterday. I do this every year. I've got about 10 cards. I'll end up forgetting to give them out. Last one. Let's take a breath in. Gently roll the lower back into the mat. Lift your bottom. Lift the lower spine. The mid. Sending the knees nice and long. The hips are high. You're only on your shoulder blades. Big breath in at the top. Out breath as we come down. Absolutely fabulous. Well done. Let's just hug them knees into chest, stretching out that lower back a bit. Excellent. Take the feet down, bring the feet together, bring the inner thighs together. Let's do that lovely supine spine stretch before we do some leg work and then some glute work. So glue the legs together. Try and be a neutral spine. Take the knees to the right, your head to the left. If it makes you feel dizzy turning your head, you can always leave it up to ceiling. Inhale, let the belly rise to the ceiling. Out breath, draw that belly back down and use your abdominals to bring the knees back to centre. Take it in the other direction. Inhale, it's time to let the belly relax. Let the belly come big up to the ceiling. Out breath, draw the belly in, back to centre. Let's do 2 more each side. Take the knees over. Inhaling, let the belly rise. Out breath, draw the tummy in, back to centre. And again. Inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath, connect it back down, back to centre. And the last one, this always feels so, so good. Inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath, draw the belly in, back to centre all the time, trying to keep your shoulders as far down as you can. Inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath. And centre position. Well done, excellent. Okay, let's come over onto our side and let's just do a little bit of glute work. nothing too crazy today. So keep that waist, you can't see I've got black on black or grey on grey. So lengthen the top leg, and we're just going to close your eyes and just let that vestibular balance system take over the visual, and know, like proprioception, know what we're doing with the leg. Yeah, so we're just going to point the top foot and we're just going to lift it, not too far at all. Just literally like the foot comes in line really with the hip bone, and then lower, but keeping that bottom waist lifted, not letting any movement take place in the waist. And let's do 6 more. And for 6. And for 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. For 1. Hold it, point it, take it forward without moving through the hips. Flex it, bring it back with control. Point forward. Feel free to put the hand back onto the mat if you feel that you're a little bit rocky in this one. 3 and back. And again, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then hold it, nearly there, promise. 5 circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just circle your ankle for 2, and then circle back. And you're lucky you meet me on a Wednesday after I've done HIIT, you know, guys, because my bum's already sore. Pull in. Went to a new restaurant last night in Leeds for Jude's 18 to cut and craft. It were really nice. If you like a nice looking building, guys, I know it's a bit far for you to travel, Linda. Really lovely though, all done up beautifully with Christmas lights. It were very nice. He managed a pint, that were it. It's such a lightweight. And then come onto your back. And then we're just going to we're going to do 2 glute stretches. I feel really tight today actually. So just take the foot of the leg you've been lifting and just place it. If you've got a ball here, it's quite nice to put it underneath your head, and it just gives you, what you don't want to happen is all this move. So don't be frightened of kind of using a ball to assist. And I tend to pull that foot down a little bit and push on the inner knee, but it might be enough for you to keep your foot on the floor. I know Serena, when she does this one, it feels like it's cramping a bit in the hip. So just, you know, it should be a mild discomfort, not a deep kind of burning sensation through the bum. And then just circle that underneath ankle if you've got your foot raised, and circle back. And then just bring the foot down. Keep the foot in the leg in tabletop now, and just want you to do some little flexion and extensions. Really nice this. So even though I know a lot of people get lymphedema more in the wrist after breast cancer, lymphedema per se obviously is not just, you know, just breast cancer clients. Lots of people get lymphedema if they're on medication and different stuff, and it often accumulates in the ankle as well. So really nice just to keep pumping the action. Yeah, and then in now. So any pumping action of the muscles is really good for lymphatic drainage. As is belly breath as well, guys. So on a nice relaxation, you can just do like a belly breath. So place your hands on your bottom, on your tummy, not on your bottom, and then fill your hands up as big as you can with a big belly breath. Out breath, release. Or you can do it quite quickly, like so. Really, that kind of motion is really quite nice for that lymphatic system. And then just gently get over to the other side, however you want to. You don't have to do a roll up if you want to do one. Chin towards the chest, rib cage down, lower back to the mat, bring yourself up, reach forward and come onto that other side. My men were laughing on Monday night. I said, make your belly Really big though, I like, that's not difficult, Jill. And then lengthen again, lift up the bottom waist, keep everything nice and still, slide your shoulders down and away, or put them in front. And again, just gently close your eyes, keep that waist lifted, and lift, and lower, and 2, and lower, and 3, and 4, 8 more, 8, 7, 6, did you ever get any easier these? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it, point the foot, take it forward, try and keep the hips super stable. Yeah, a little bit harder when you take that leg forward and back, so like I say, feel free to kind of give yourself a bit of support. And again, so these are the ones that are actually stabilising the hip joint, guys. So this is the one that hopefully will keep us from a hip replacement in later life. Do you know, I think my mum had already had a hip replacement by the time she got to my age. And again, 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then pistol resistance. I apologise. The hip can obviously rotate. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and then the other way. I think they should make Putin do these, you know, and eventually he might give in to all his crazy things he does. And 2, and hold. Let's just do a few little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Circle your ankle. Circle it back. And then just bring that leg, even though we've worked the back of the leg more, it's nice to just open up the hip and the quads a bit like this. Last one. And back to the back. And again, oh, it's recording all right on YouTube, guys. So this will be on YouTube, just in case you've eaten too many mince pies over Christmas and you want to do a bit of exercise. So take that foot on. And again, sometimes, like I say, it's nice to have something there so you're not doing this when you come up. I like to just bring my foot down a little bit and push away. So you're pushing that knee away from the body. So really stretching through the bottom. I'll just show you while you're here, guys. I meant to do it on the other side, sorry. Just for those people who get more comfort out of the piriformis stretch. So remember, just for if you're doing it later on, if you suffer with like sciatic pain or a really tight piriformis, so it's the same hand, pushes across the midline, inner knee towards the opposite shoulder, and then you just can't, wow, you see that gets me much more. So you're kind of pushing on the outside knee and pulling. I used to do this one like this, didn't I? Pull it in. So you can put the heel on, but if I'm honest, this one gives me more relief now. And then you can take that hand away from the outside knee, move the hand from the outside shin and bring it over. Beautiful. And then back to centre, just keeping those ankles nice and slim, away from all that inflammation that can sometimes occur around the Achilles or kind of the accumulation of lymph. Just in and out, any pumping action. Nice to do in bed this as well. And then circle, and circle, and take the foot in and out, and beautiful. And then all I want you to do is literally just take the right leg up nice and high into a straight leg, bring the other one up, and just rest there, pushing the heels up to ceiling, feeling the stretch through the back of the leg this time. Holding. Again, use some nice breaths. Nice one to do, yogis do this a lot, where they'll take their legs, they'll put them against a wall, Yeah, bum just a fraction away from the wall and just hold. Really good for the hamstrings, really good for gravity. And just gently down, one at a time. And then come over onto your front and just take a good, like 30-second shell stretch or a child's pose. Try and reach the arms long, have a little sway in action. A lot of discomfort in the lower back. Beautiful. And then just gently over onto into that cow pose. Take a breath in. And then round. And the other way. And round. And one more for look. And I hope you feel a little bit better, Lorraine. And then back to neutral, and then just gently in your own time, guys, you might want to stay down and do some more stretches, gently up to centre. I've got to don my very warm clothes now and take them into the cemetery.